Let's see who you are. So this is just kind of it where the road ends for lot N. This is still lot N. Those trees are nice. This is where we've just walked in from. This is the high point near the river. Neighbors across the river. Where we just walked from last time. More of the river. Don't worry about getting caught in the shot.
I just want to make sure that you get the best views. I don't want to get in. She takes my girlfriend every once in a while. Actually, more like my girlfriend takes her. And
you have a new girlfriend now?
yeah, actually, you know, I was really hesitant and I was really skeptical on bringing
somebody else into your life. Yeah.
Exactly, especially with the kids and the dogs and all the responsibilities that come along with it. And I was more so just going to agree with her.
So having going into her junior year?
Yep. Yep, and she's pretty excited. Actually, this summer was a big learning process for her, and I wanted to give her as much responsibility as possible. I have to use that one. I kind of like how the, you know, even though it is an open field, you have a lot of trees that are surrounding.
So this is potentially the adjacent land to the north. Or is this south? No, to the south. South of this plot. Yeah, south. I don't know if deer wallow, but elk do. So now we are at the western side of lot N. This would be sort of the logical place, probably standing in what would be the immediate front yard. House would go right there. Backyard up against the trees. And then likely down there would be where you would have a barn. So this road, little path, goes into the woods on the eastern side of the plot. Then it comes around and continues on down there. Where it goes, do not know. Alright, we've kind of come back to what's really close to the entrance. I saw the turn off to M. It was obvious.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what I like. I like simplicity.
That parcel, it's really interesting that it's got so much contour. It makes you wonder what they're going to do with it. It almost looks like just leave it for hunting ground, because there wasn't too much that is buildable on that.
Right, and that's what I would probably think. They're hoping to sell to is hunters.
People who just want it as hunting ground. This wasn't it. It's the next one. So this has been built on, and so there's we know that there's power here, and then this is the, because that doesn't show up on the aerials. So, and I believe this is the road to M. Nice ring.
Yeah, that's actually my lead. What we do for leads. So then this access would probably
the bridge. This is the riverside edge of Lot M. Actually very hilly lot. Absolutely no danger of flooding.
here at one point, unless it was just a...
Yeah.
And I think the base of this was actually constructed out of an old railroad car. I don't know if that was this. This is awesome.
That almost looks like they put it there just for symbolic purposes.
Right.
And then this is lot H.
Hi, Glenn. Good. Yeah, no worries. Hey, so we're probably going to have to, I wanted to get call for it Excellent. Well, that'll give you some time to take care of that.
I don't know if you can see down there, but there's a deer crossing the river.
Perfect. We'll back it down.
We just scared a deer out of the river.
No kidding, huh?
Yeah.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I got it
Nice.
on film.
So
Okay, we're about dead center of parcel H. And this is looking to the south. So this essentially would be a driveway that hooks into what is probably a county road. And there is some development, including a football field right down there. Oh, that's the back of the high school. That's the back of the high school. Neighbors there, but then the lot line pretty much goes down to the trees, and the river is sunken in those trees. And somewhere near where we're at is the most likely place to build a house. And the view would be everything we're seeing plus the bridge. And the north end of the lot goes to right about where the center of the camera is right now. And there are some trees here. And this one's 20-ish acres, right? Yeah. Alright, so this is still lot H, just one final shot kind of the bridge before we go over to M. So we're at the entrance to lot M. This is the road down to the bridge. This is the road from Clifton Road. The lot line is right on the other side of the road here, and we are going to go up here to what is probably the likely house site. So I don't know if the camera will do this justice, but this tree is like just a centerpiece. And we're just kind of on the driveway.
I haven't been much of the open fields. I appreciate trees for sure. Did you need a backup?
Well, I haven't been snapping on my phone, so I can't send Kim anything.
Yeah.
This is sort of this is a likely building site on lot M. It's not the highest point. There's a little hill right there. We get some shots from up there. But this is a little bit of a saddle between a couple of hills and just a meadowy area that's circled by trees. Super private. Always will be. Alright, so we've kind of reached the southern end of lot M, and to get here we just left that little meadowy area, came through a little pathway in the woods. This little flag here should mark the lot line. There's Tad. Focus. And then pathway down to the river there. Okay, I was wrong before. We weren't yet at the end of the lot. So we did some more hiking, and actually through there we just saw a deer again on the river. But we just came through this area here, and there's pretty much another huge open area here that is almost entirely, I mean, it's almost like a miniature parcel unto itself. Potentially area for the toys and that kind of stuff. Alright, so we're just walking to the north again, and we've literally there's a woods here that kind of divides them, maybe about 1/3 of it on the side that the camera's facing now, and there's former pasture land or farmland there, and then we're kind of coming into the northern part here. And there's a big bend in the river down there, which through these trees, and this lot is just full of these large, beautiful trees. And so now we're coming back into that saddle area, which I just think is the right place for the eventual house. You can't see the river or anything, but it's just so private. So this is kind of a top of the hill, open meadow. It's got even a few aspen trees on it. And we're going to go up that hill right there and see what the view is like. Alright, breathing a little heavy. Even Tad breathing a little heavy, so but we all know what kind of shape I'm in. So that's where we just came from. And I said that that's a nice private location for a house. And when we walk up this hill is actually a pretty decent size. You could fit a house on top of here for sure, if you wanted to. I think I would, but obvious view of the bridge, the valley. And again, those trees down there are all in Lot M. Property line is on the other side of those, and there is a neighbor that's built a nice, small, modest house on the other side. So the electricity of Chilton Road has been run to this far, at least. which is probably different than N. This is just huge. This is a big chunk of land.